Hello everybody. Welcome to Chin Wags. I'm Bill. How you going? Well, first off, I have to say Chin Wags, it's Aussie slang, well, Australian slang for having a chat. So you're having a good old chin wag, you're having a chat, you've been chin wagging, you've been talking, you've been chatting. And yeah, because when you talk, your chin moves up and down. So I'm always up for a good old chin wag. I love having a good old chin wag. I even say chin wag in my usual everyday life before chins even became the in thing. Now I notice my chin. I never really noticed my chin before, but when it's, I don't know, on the menu, you've got to have a look. Where are we going? As usual, no one knows. Gosh, it's been a week. I feel like it's been a week. I feel like it's been so long. Wow. I had such a good outlook last week. I was ready for it. Fuck. No. Then that full moon hit. How is all my little empaths out there going? Not that we're little, but we need to be. I feel like I need to be locked away from everyone more than usual. Went out on Tuesday night to a new club opening, a new comedy club, and oh wow, ran into some people that I was reminded, that's right, people don't like me. Oh, another thing, but you don't know if it's real or made up in your head because anxiety. Yeah, I know there's people out there that get me on that. But I think these people have actually told me they don't like me. But anyway, and then being an empath, it's like I couldn't block all their shit. So I was just drowning and I couldn't drink because I'm still carrying on in this little sober world. I don't know. Now it's become a challenge. I was saying just last week, like up until past the competition that I'm aiming for in January, I'm going to stay sober. But then, like I said, this week hasn't been good. I just got news today that competition's not even going to go ahead because all of Victoria and New South Wales, they're all black spots on the map, drowning in COVID. That's why I say COVID because, Miss Rona, I feel like that name's too good for the shit now. But, and then the AFL Grand Final is happening in my city. And to make it even more like this can't happen, this is Perth, this is the most boring state in the world. We call it the nanny state because shit doesn't happen here. And the grand final is happening here. And not only that, but all my mates, basically all my mates are the bands for the halftime. I can't believe it. My friend was like abseiling down a building with the premier of our state. She was like, this shit doesn't happen. I'm like, I know. What's happening? I need to go. Surely now that I know people, I can just be part of the roadies. I can, but not the person that helps the drummer because, drum stuff hurts your fingers. I just came back to reality. I was looking over at the side of my house over there, just ranting, forgetting that I'm actually on YouTube and this is not the topic. And yes, I came back to reality. Oh gosh. Yeah. So where are we? Before we get in, okay. Well, tonight, because I did my video. I wasn't going to do a video this week. Who else is just, I know there's a lot of you. Thank you so much you guys watched that video. You really just saturated. I woke up and I was like, what? 1K? Yeah, I woke up in the afternoon because I went to bed when I posted it at 4 a.m. That's what happens. And whoa, all you people watched it. Cacti high 10 deserving there. But fuck. She's so disconnected from the emotional side of this whole thing. And that's why she's just can spend all day posting constantly. You don't need to repost other people's tweets. No one's going to you Oh, by the way, Katie, yeah. Hi, how you going? Doesn't matter because I'm always going better than you because you haven't painted your walls yet. That's how good you're going. Wow, that's some critical advice there. Yeah, just she's able to just continue to post and post and post. And I'm like, I don't need to add to this. I don't want to. But then I couldn't hold back. I couldn't hold back. But I think even if someone did go missing or was murdered or something in her family, I don't think she would grasp the seriousness of the situation. She would probably exploit that too. I don't think she understands the seriousness of V's situation with his health either. So she can write about it and exploit it, never quite understanding that that's his story. And yeah, and she uses everyone else's trauma, as we know, for stories that she feels quite comfortable telling and monetizing and honing in, hyper-focusing on that for days and days. Like, can you imagine one of your channels? I can't even think of imagine if, okay, so just imagine Rich Luck. Is his name Rich Lux? Is it Lux? Is it Rich or Rick? It's Rich, isn't it? Because it's a play on words. Yeah, it takes me a while, and it did take me a while just now, but timestamps are fantastic. We'll skip that bit. Imagine if he just started, I don't know, talking about just Jeffree Star. No, that's not really, because I mean, we could see that. I could actually see that. I will think of something else and just imagine one of your channels, just boom, that's all they're talking about. Okay. So yeah, we're going to watch those videos because I think I spoke about this in my last live or whatever. I can't remember. It's been so long. My brain's like, what are you doing? What's happening? Before we get into it, guys, I have to do my little thing off my page. I have to pick it up. I have to be official. But if you guys are wondering, if anyone's in the chat really, and you're wondering, how do I get that cactus thing next to those people have a really cool cactus thing, a badge next to their name. How do you get that? I want to know too. Where's my complimentary one? You don't get one, by the way. If anyone out there wants to make a YouTube channel, you don't get a complimentary badge. You actually have to sign up for your own membership. Yes, but mine's cheap as chips anyway, and there's just one tier because who can make decisions that are crucial? Not me, okay? And you get members shout outs, and tonight it is Leah. I don't know if it's Leah or Lee. Oh, Lea, but shout out to you. And yeah, thank you, Cacti High Five, for becoming a Cacti contributor. And also, I really hope that you are having a good day. Oh, you must be. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, I hope that you're having sun. We actually are getting sun. It's a long weekend and a lot of people are going down south, and that's another rant because I was stuck on the freeway. But Lee, thank you very much. And I just have to go to chat and say hi. This is what I do to take care of my crew. We got to keep together and we got to say hello, how are you? It kind of rhymes. I added a little bit more, but I've always got more words to say than what I think. Who even knows what's going to come out of my mouth right now? Really, it's even too late. It's 10 whatever. Lucky I don't have anything on tomorrow. Took the week off because I lost my voice. Okay. Oh, TK. Shout out to TK, really, and me more. Great mods. I don't even need, they just rock up because I don't really give anyone heads up. Psychedelic Yoda, how you going? Amanda Kono. Oh, I did the flicky. Be free. Good to see you. Well, see you, see me. Everything's cool. Venda, how you going? E, cacti high five. I'm even doing it in the air. Had to take my hand off the mouse because can't do it left-handed. Christoph Van, how are you? How are you? Like, I stopped to really listen to everyone. This is going great. Carolyn Wilson, D. Connor. Hey, guys. Phyllis. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. And me more. How green for life. Except not those green walls in the funeral waiting room. Not that kind of shade. Who wants that kind of shade? Oh, D. Connor, good to see you. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh, yeah, by the way, I put the link to the cacti contributors. I pinned it. I'll take it off if I remember, but you know me, I can't really do 3 things at once. Find it hard enough to even do 2 things at once. Okay, so yeah, it's the Survival Day tapes, and I'm pretty sure that Kay Baxter like showed one of them or both of them way back when it happened in, oh no, well, it'll tell us. I think it's January. Oh yeah, it's January 12. It says January 13 on mine, but you know, because the different days. So it was January 12 American time. And yeah, and basically Katie does the whole crying about the remembrance of like, this is the day that my son had that crash and almost passed away. And then she yells at Sue, who is a lady in the chat, one of her subs, that was talking about the trauma that she went through with losing her child. And Katie's just so dismissive to it. Can't even stop for a minute to feel and connect. This is what, like, she's got no emotional intelligence. This is going to be her biggest downfall and probably my biggest triumph. No, but this is where I might trump her. Like, yeah, I've got brains, but it's my emotional intelligence in a way that puts me kind of above her. Like, I connect with people. I know what, like, I feel with my heart. I live my life based on emotion, and it's not a good way to live. Trust me, I'm experiencing that shit now. Because why do I care so much? Oh, I don't care. Like, I'm trying to do the whole hashtag I don't give a fuck, but it's not working. What do we go? Yeah, and then she deleted that video. So she stopped that live. This is on Katie Joy Live, by the way. And she stopped that live and then she deleted that video and started another live and retold the exact same story to get to, oh my God. And I found that because I remember when it happened. I also didn't know that I had the videos, but I remember watching it when it happened. But of course, January 2020. Oh, yeah. Who knows the state of mind I was in? Obviously, I'm more woke now. Hey. But yeah, clear vision and clear fucking whoa, heart stopping, because dismissive as fuck and able to retell the story. Okay, like, we'll just go there. We're just going to have to go there, and I'm going to try and keep it short or not, but okay, hang on. I have it hooked up. One that I prepared earlier, but it all relies on me not pressing stop screen. I don't know why I always go to press stop screen. Okay, I'm going to add it to stream. Hang on, I'm going to press this and that. Oh, shit. Don't start. Don't you dare start without me pressing play. That's the thing. You can press anywhere on YouTube and it plays, and that's kind of annoying for my brain. Trying to let loose. Oh, hold up. I see some color in my peripheral vision. D. Connor, new member, Cacti High Five. Thank you very much. And Psychedelic Yoda, Cacti High Five for the $5. Thank you very much. And you say, oh, What do you say? I love that it's like aqua color with the purple P. You're awesome, Bill. We need people who care in this world. Yeah. But the most sensitive people, it's just, it's hard for us ones that feel, isn't it? Gosh, just cut it off. But then there's that depression where you're numb and you're just numb to everything. And sometimes when you get your emotions back and you're feeling everything, it's like, fuck, I just want to go back to being numb again. But that's not living, is it? Imagine living with no emotion. I mean, that's kind of what's Katie's thing. Everything's fake. Even her emotion that she projects, that she, wants us to believe that she's upset. Okay, hang on. Let me bring in the main thing. Get rid of my face. Should we breathe? I don't know. We're going to, well, I just want to watch the beginning bit and then get to the main part. Oh, where's my bit? Where's my book with my timestamps? Damn it. Hopefully I can remember. Okay, are we breathing, everyone? Oh, of course we are. Here we go, I guess. Fuck.
Let me see if I can get this straight. Hi, guys. I haven't been online. I haven't done a live in a couple of days. I am just trying to focus on getting normal content out and getting the other channel just sort of like back up and going. But today was one of those days where I feel like I'm like completely off. Why can't I get... I can't get my face in the middle, even if I try.
Okay, like I just need a comment. How hard is it to fucking hold that thing? Like, does she obviously doesn't watch her IG lives back and listen to how much we can hear her thudding around and poking, and man, even a toddler, I feel, could hold one of these wobble stands, because is that what she's got? I feel like it's a wonky one, like a wire one that you can wrap around. If this is just a normal tripod, straight legs, fuck, what's going on? Why is she grabbing it from the bottom and not the top? She doesn't, what's happening? I'm already angry and I'm not even on the main part. Oh yeah, by the way, like this is a deleted video and this is like my copy of it that I uploaded, but it's like unlisted because, back in the day when if you remember me saying what I said, that's what this is.
I can't get my face in the middle. Is this better? Okay. I was having this day and I have a serious confession here. So I spent my day just doing I worked out, I got dressed, I spent like 8 hours watching the impeachment conferences with the House of Representatives.
Oh yeah, sorry. So this is January 12th. Oh, it must be 2021. Is it 2021? Fuck, now I've ruined my own. I'm pretty sure, if it's the impeachment stuff. Man, was that this year? Wow, it's been a long year, hasn't it? Wow, that seems like years ago. Okay. So see how she has to like her whole story. This is the thing, the detail leading up. Why not just... And even the label of the video, I've got a serious confession.
Representatives, and then I was like, it took me like 3 hours just to put my makeup on. And I don't know why it took me so long just to even get ready. I felt like really unmotivated and I felt really like down all day. And I didn't even get like my first video out until like, I don't even know, 3 or so, which is like super late. And I literally...
Oh, how times have changed, because now you sleep in a bit more because you're up all night. And you don't get your first video out until about 5 p.m. Yeah, so 3 p.m. wasn't late then, Katie. Just saying, just saying. And this is important. I need to play this bit because it's like a script or something.
We just finished my last video. And like all day I was like feeling super down and I was like, why am I feeling so down? Why am I feeling so bad? What's going on? And I was like, well, maybe it's the stuff that's going on in the world, you know? Like maybe that's why you are not focusing. But like honestly, it never takes me like 3.
But honestly, when are you being honest? And she's going to, honestly, it doesn't take me 3 hours to put, is she talking makeup? Because look at the result after 3 hours. She would be awful on that show. What's that show? Greatest Makeup Artist. And they've got a time limit. Imagine that. I've still on my eyebrows.
Hours like to get makeup on and like to even get started or stay focused, and I couldn't stay focused. And then like literally out of the blue, a friend of mine, Ashley, who honestly I've no like from a mommy group, like the blue.
Okay, like watch her head when she says a friend. She shakes her head no.
A friend of mine, Ashley, who honestly I've no like from a mommy group that I was in like 9 years ago. Like a friend of mine, Ashley, who honestly I've no like from a mommy group that I was in like 9 years ago.
She had everything going off then. She had to itch her nose. She had the head was shaking no. And then she had to reassure herself. But honestly, no.
Like a bunch of the mommy girl, like my birth month or whatever, like back when baby center was like a thing and you had like birth month groups. So one of the girls from the birth month group reaches out to me and she sent me like this message and she's like, this was in my.
It's weird. Like most people would go, one of the mums from the birth mum group, like reached out to me and she's referring to her as a girl. Like she hasn't grown since she was, since she had her baby, since she was young, probably having her first child as well. So everyone has aged and matured and grown in life, but Katie's still stuck, in my opinion, just from the way that she's referring to this person. It's the same as how she refers to herself in the photos in the basement video. And she refers to herself as baby Katie in every video, in every photo. Like, that's a bit weird when you refer to yourself as baby Katie. When did you stop growing? When did you stop allowing yourself to grow?
She was like, this was in my memories, like from 8 years ago. And I was like, oh, what is it? And it was like this photo of my son as a baby. And then it was like this thing that was like, please pray for Vaughn and his family. This is like really scary. Like something really serious is going on. We don't know if he's going to make it.
Okay. And then from now she's going to go into describing all this, but the way she describes it is from a very disconnected way. She's not emotionally connected to the trauma that she experienced at all. So much so that she's, able to yell at other people for maybe having that real experience, some real emotion. It's very weird.
And then it was like, I looked at the calendar and I was like, this is why I can't get anything done today. This is why it's taken me like 4 hours just to do my makeup. It's the anniversary of the day that he almost died. It's like the most traumatic day of my life.
Also, their house. He can hear this. And also, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't the year before that this had never been. This was the first time I had heard her talking about Survival Day, besides the articles. And yeah, I don't remember there being one in January 2020. So yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know how it happens. I don't know. Katie's pretty much the only person I've come across that's written articles about grieving this survival day, or I don't know. I don't understand it because, my emotional intelligence is too high. I can't take that out of the trauma experience that she's trying to relate to everyone. Shit.
And it's weird because it's so weird. Because you would think as you gets further away, you would get like less reactive to it. Like you wouldn't notice it. You wouldn't. And this,
You don't need to talk for us, Katie. This is your experience. This is your trauma. This is your shit. Your heart is hurting. I remember when I watched this. I remember going to tweet you and say, I will unblock you if you need someone to talk to. I'll be there for you. But then while I was messaging you, you uploaded the second video, and I was, what? That's when I realized you just manipulate people and you use their emotional reaction to manipulate them further. You don't have a connection to your heart. You don't feel shit, Katie. You don't know how you hurt people. You don't even understand how you're hurt. Like, this is the kind of stuff you should be sitting and talking to your psychologist about, not strangers on the internet.
this year it was different. Like I didn't notice the date, but like that darkness that you get, like that heaviness that you get, it's like somehow your body knows that you went through that and remembers the date that it was. So I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot. And then I was like, this was the day that we like rushed him to the hospital. This was
Sorry, should I put it on fast? I don't know if we are. Why doesn't it just keep my settings? It's lingering.
the day that like we sat in a trauma bay with our son. Just like washing. Oh,
Also, there was no trigger warning, like there never is on any of her videos. I remember this made me feel, I can't imagine having a child in the trauma bay, like one of her subs is explaining in the chat as she's doing this, and I can't even imagine that. And Katie talking about this, what it's doing to Katie doesn't care. She doesn't think about that. And if you bring it up, She always says, it should shock you. Fuck off. Fuck off. Playing with people's mental illness from trauma.
I don't know if any of you have been in a trauma bay before. It's really scary. It was like this big cold room. It was like concrete was everywhere. And it was like this spot where I believe it must have been that way because maybe ambulances can go in there. I don't know a lot about trauma bays, but and then there was like almost like a stage where
I just realized I didn't put a trigger warning on this video. Fuck. I'm going to have to do that. Apologies if you've got to this stage and just realized, wow, Bill, you did the exact same thing. Because I don't know if I want to press play because, whoa, it's affecting me more because it's on my laptop and I'm seeing it bigger. And her hand, when it does the tripod, but not the tripod because the little finger also touches. How did she do that? My little finger wouldn't touch. It's like short syndrome. Okay. I got to press play, don't I? Fuck.
had everything set up like it was like surgical. There was like so many people in there, 20, 10, 15 people in there, all just like hovering around our tiny little boy. And they're like putting a tube down his throat and you see his stomach go up.
Why would you, as a mother, relay this fucking memory? Why would you even... How would you even be able to talk about this without fucking crumbling if it's so fucking traumatic, Katie? I'm trembling. I'm shaking. That's fucked. That's fucked. I'm sorry. I wish I had better vocabulary, but God, fuck has become my main language with you. It's like English is my second language. I'm so pissed off right now. Okay, fuck. What have I got myself into? Didn't expect this reaction from myself. I didn't know the big screen would throw me off.
Up and you got the ER doctor, intensivist, like running over to you being like, he's really cute. And you're like, what? And you're just like watching.
Even if the doctor came over and told me that, say I'm in her shoes, I would not remember that. That's weird that she remembered that. And I doubt that that was said. I think that she's taken that out of context. Maybe he said a lot of stuff in that sentence, but that's the only thing she heard. Wouldn't be surprised. She only hears what she wants to hear.
And them like all over your kid and they're just like, we're just trying to like stabilize him. We don't really know what's going on. He's not breathing very well. And then you're like, they're like putting tubes in him. And then they're like, we're just going to get him upstairs to the ICU. It'll be fine. Like, we'll get him stable. We'll get him there. We'll get him there. And then you're like, suddenly they get him on the vent and then they're moving him up to the ICU. And then you're in the ICU.
This is pretty detailed, isn't it? But the wrong kind of details. There's no emotional connection. She's describing the surroundings, the environment, what people are doing. Where's the connection? The absolute distress that you would be in as a mother watching your child almost die, be put on a ventilator. Where is the shaking in her voice? Where is the fucking emotion in her face? Even if she can't move it, where's the fucking waterworks? Keep stroking that head, Katie. That's not feeling. I bet you can't even feel your face. Pisses me off because I can't even understand living without a connection to the people in my life that I love.
And it's even more chaotic. There's like 47 monitors like on the screen, like on the, well, I don't know, 47, like 3 big TVs where all of his, like everything, you can read all of his saturations and all of his vitals, and there's doctors and nurses and respiratory therapists, and there's like people that are there just for the vent, and then there's people that are there to do blood work, and then there's people that are there to do all this other stuff, and you're just.
And what are you there for? As his mother, what were you there for, Katie? To look around the room, to count? Yeah, I'm not saying that's not a reaction that people go through, but that's what you're focusing on, and that's what you're focusing on as telling in this story. And you want people to feel for you. Do you even allow yourself to feel like what you've gone through? Do you even allow your feelings to surface? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you feel. If you do, you're denying yourself. This is why you're not able to grow. You're denying yourself the feeling of actually feeling the present fucking shit. I can't even talk. Should we skip past? I know she's going to get to the point, and then we can get to the point as well.
Sitting there and you're like, you're just like, oh my God, what is happening? And there was this really weird moment because there was this woman that was like the nurse, and she was like trying to take his blood sugar. And I was like, I was really upset that she was taking his blood sugar because obviously I know that those prick. And I didn't want him to hurt. And then like, she's like, his blood sugar is 0. And I didn't want him to hurt. And then like, I was really upset that she was taking his blood sugar because obviously I know that those prick. And I didn't want him to hurt. And then like, she's like, his blood sugar is 0. And I was like, his blood sugar is 0. And she's like, we can't get a read. We can't get a read. And so they're like, they keep trying to like check his blood sugar, and they keep going, it's 0. It's.
I need to stop it because I need to say something because, you know, if the wind blows this direction, I'll get a leaf stuck and it will cause an issue and all that. So that's what's happening. So now we'll go back to it.
0. And they're like, that can't be right. That can't be right. His blood sugar cannot be 0. And then they're like, his temperature is 91 degrees. And you're just like,
I'm sorry, but I would not remember all this shit. I've been in not a similar situation with a child, but I've been in like the ER after shit's happened and with people that I love, and I can't even remember what room we were in or, you know, wow.
what is going on with my child? His heart is his heartbeats are low, less than 40 beats per minute. They're like, you're just like freaking out. You don't understand what's going on. You don't know what you're listening to.
Katie, we aren't. You are. You are. Please start talking for yourself. And I really wish that you were saying all this to a psychologist. They would be able to help you. Just the way you're telling this shows us that you haven't gone to therapy and received help for this. You need any person, any normal person would. It's too much to handle. You need help. But you're denying yourself that.
And you're like, So they ended up having to send his blood work to the lab. His blood sugar was 7. They said it was the lowest blood sugar they'd ever seen in a patient that wasn't dead. They had no idea how he was alive. They're like, he should not be alive right now. He should not be here. This is impossible.
Okay, Katie. It's your whole one-upper thing. I don't know, Toad has also brought this up when he's spoken about this. You love to bring up that they've never seen anyone with that low of a blood sugar and what? It's not an important fact. It's not the time, not the place, not what's going on. But yeah, she's starting to notice that the chat is not really listening to her. Well, she's just really talking about, you feel like she'll get to the emotional part eventually. Surely the chat are just like, when she gets to her emotional bit, we'll listen.
And we were like, okay. Like, we didn't know what that meant. And they had no idea why his blood sugar was so low. And then they just like hooked him up to everything and just plugged him with all kinds of stuff. They had no idea what was wrong with him. It was so scary. And then his heartbeat started falling. So then they had to put an arterial line and pump dope.
Jesus! Jesus! Look at your face as you were saying this. Is this did you rehearse this, Katie? I don't think you did it in front of a mirror. What the hell? This is also why your writing sucks, by the way. It never flows. So many full stops. Can't continue with that sentence. Got no emotion. Ah.
Mean directly into his heart to make his heart beat. It was like they had him on heating pads because he was hypothermic. It was really scary. And you're in this like hospital and like yeah. So
and so at this point, when I'm watching it, I'm like, holy shit, I need to reach out to her. I need to let her know that I'll unblock her. She can unblock me. I'll message her. I'll be there for her if she needs to talk. You know, like any fucking human would. We feel sorry for her, right? Yeah, it doesn't hold up for long.
you guys is chatting about like, it's really weird to me that you guys are sitting here chatting about things that are totally unrelated. And I'm telling you something really serious. And you guys are just like talking about things that are unrelated. I actually think I'm going to go. It's weird to like be opening up and all I see is you guys sitting there talking about yourselves. So,
Katie, if you wanted full undivided attention, you know, wanted it all on you, you could go to a psychologist who would give you their attention, who would give you their time, who would help you. Instead of relying on strangers on the internet where you sit in your drinking chair every night hoping these people will listen to you go on and on about your issues, when in fact you're on your business channel, you know, not here, but usually on Instagram, which is a tea channel, which people sign up to listen to about the Duggars and shit. And then they have to wade through all your personal bullcrap because you need someone so desperately to listen to you, to care for you.
you guys are being really rude. Like, it's weird. I was like going to turn chat off. Like, I honestly can't imagine like sitting here and having someone open up to you about the hardest day of their lives, and you're sitting there talking to strangers and you're literally just like not even listening and you're just talking about yourself.
Katie, your chat is strangers. You don't know these people personally, physically. No, you don't. They could talk to you for a long time, listen to you or whatever in your DMs, and automatically they're your friend. You don't have any, what is it? Your bar is so low that anyone could be your friend, depending on how long they talk to you, how long they will tolerate you. But you're never someone's fully friend. So expecting these people to sit there and listen to you, only you, in a chat, in your community that you have built, that you love, it's so safe for everyone to talk about, but no one can talk about their shit unless they get the okay from you. And if it's going to be more emotional than your story, sorry, don't have time for that. Where's your husband on this day? Does he mark it on his calendar? Or is your husband spending time with your son, helping him grow and learn? I think, yeah. Do you even know that your son has grown to, like, he's almost 9 years old? Instead of spending time with him and celebrating him being alive, maybe going to the park. Well, not going to the park, just go outside the backyard, have a picnic, play some soccer, talk, leave your phones inside.
And now the chat is focusing on Susan and Debbie. So I don't even know if you guys were listening.
How is she just unable to relate to another mother who actually lost their child, just dismissing the whole situation, doesn't have the time to care what they are talking about? What's a heart? What's emotion? Am I meant to feel something for you? That's what her face is saying. You are the people that are meant to feel for me. Don't you get it? I speak for you through the whole thing. It hasn't been about me. It's what you guys see. Gosh, Katie. See your true colors not shining through. That was awful, but kind of fit the situation.
I understand that you're talking about what happened to you, but when you're chatting and I'm talking, how do you listen to me? It seems kind of rude to me. So I don't know if I would do something like that. It just killed my mood. I don't know if I would do something like that. To me, it seems kind of rude to me. So I don't know if I would do something like that. It just killed my mood.
It just killed my mood. What kind of mood were you in before? A happy mood, a joyful mood that, people were lingering on every word you were saying about your traumatic experience? What kind of mood was that? You'd think you would already be in a shitty mood, a downward mood, a sad mood, a depressing mood. But other people talking about their trauma and relating to your situation, that's totally ruined your mood. Fuck. This is, well, yeah, put that under the hashtag. Cliche for KJ. Same thing.
Hard day. It's hard to even like, but I can't, you're sharing with me while I'm talking. I can't read with you and you're talking and then it's taking over the entire chat.
That hand has not moved, has it? Is that the caring hand of a mother that holds her child's head? I don't know what is it. It's some kind of soothing thing for her. She hasn't removed it. Is she the only one that feels sorry for herself? Well, kind of like, fuck, yeah. Once you get to this part, right, we'll see when you... Well, we'll just go with this a little bit longer. Actually, let's see what chat is saying. I feel like we need to check in because it's kind of heavy. Let's take a breath. Well, let's take a smoker. Let's go step outside and take a smoke. But I don't smoke anymore, but I still sit out there with the smokers. I feel like that's my family. I feel like life is too much when you're inside and you always need to get out. Now I don't know how I'm going to escape my family at Christmas with intervals of smoking. Might have to take up something else that means I have to go outside, gardening or something. Oh, gosh. Oh, Maury, thank you very much for $5. Cacti high five. Maury says, I love you, Cacti Bill. Ooh, thank you. Katie's complete lack of awareness is astounding. As always, I've never seen anything like it. And it never changes. Why doesn't she grow ever? No one is watering your plant and it's sad. You're just wiltering away, but thank God you've got that little hand to stop it from really flopping over. Right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to make sense of it. The more I look at the hand, it's freaking me out. Because why is it just the fingers? If it was maybe more caring, I don't know what's going on. Could analyze it all day. I could make a whole assignment just on why she's chosen to put that hand there. She is such a pissy face person. She is. She's so immature in the way that she understands, I guess, emotion. I keep saying emotion. I just want to, just the way she understands life and talks to people, and she's just stunted. Immature as fuck. Thank God she didn't have a daughter. Can you imagine if she had a daughter? But I'm kind of thinking maybe like her mum might have been like, I don't know why this keeps coming to me, and it's the only one I can think of, but that documentary on Netflix or the movie with Audrey. Is it Audrey? I don't know. The one, and she's the bully, and her mum is also a bully. And so, it's apparently another cycle. What are we doing? Well, at least we're having a break from what's happening in the present world. Oh, Soulshine. She makes me hate her even more. And we're not even hateful people, right? Like I was saying to someone on Twitter, I'm a respectful as fuck person. I respect people always. But if I look around and see that they're not respecting anyone else, everyone, they're disrespecting, blah, 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 then they don't deserve my fucking respect. And that means I can, yeah, truckload of bulldang right on them. The honest fucking truth. Who's going to wake you up if no one gives it to you? Oh my God, I'm a quote book. Yeah, killed her pity party mood. Yep. She was sending out the invites for her pity party. She was all excited. She wasn't even done. She was 10 minutes in. How dare they? Luckily, she did a take two. Should we go to take two now or should we have a break? I feel like we didn't start till 20 minutes and I feel like I'm just starting to warm up. So sorry, I feel bad for chat. I feel like I hardly check in. If you guys really want my attention, Caps is the way to go. And yeah, I see you guys are still hanging in there. Good bunch of cacti. Okay, yeah. Should we just play a little more? I feel like maybe I should speed it up. Play a little more and then we'll do the take two because that's really where I don't know if I'll have many words. I'll just be, oh, what?
All I see is people talking about their own stuff, and I'm not trying to be selfish, but it's like, man, I just want to share something and I just want people to listen. Thank you, Molly, for becoming a member.
Do you think it's so important that people hear her and hear her story because she's got no one else to tell this story to? That her husband won't listen to her. She doesn't have any friends. She doesn't have a relationship with her family where she can just call them up and let them know how sad she is. She's got to act like she has everything in control. She's a perfect person. Nothing bothers her. You know, best mum in the world. I don't know. That's just my little maybe theory, putting that out there from the CBPOV. So official with the letters. I'm surprised I didn't mess it up.
It's weird. I've gotten used to this weird thing about when you live in this world because it's like, but if you say to turn chat off, but you're not trying to share with me. If you're trying to talk about your own life while I'm talking, you're not actually listening.
Do you understand what it's like? Are they just meant to not chat? I don't understand. I don't understand. You don't understand. Can you make sense of this? Just people in the chat, they're a community. They're part of your community. They are allowed to chat about what you're talking about. So you just looked up and noticed that they weren't, transcribing everything you were saying? What are they meant to be doing, Katie, other than chatting? God. And then there's people watching that aren't even chatting. So I don't understand as usual.
I don't think that makes sense, but whatever. It's distracting when I'm trying to tell you a story when I see the chat and you guys are talking and you're not listening and I'm having a hard day. And I appreciate my members so much, but man. It's upsetting that this is what happens in this world when you have a child that's sick, is that when one person opens up, then everyone else has to pile their stories on and talk about their life too. And sometimes all you want is someone to listen and not have to tell you about what they went through. You just want someone to pile their stories on. That this is what happens in this world when you have a child that's sick.
Why can't you talk about your experience? You don't know. You can't talk for everyone, Katie. So stop saying this is what happens when you have a medically fragile child. This is what the world does to people that have medically fragile. No. Fuck. You're probably the most ill-informed, uneducated, medically fragile child parent I know out that exists. Jesus, the environment that you choose to put your medically fragile child in is what's keeping him sick, in my opinion. Fuck, Katie.
Is that when one person opens up, then everyone else has to pile their stories on and talk about their life too. And sometimes all you want is someone to listen and not have to tell you about what they went through. You just want someone to hear what you said and to understand and to not make it about themselves and have a conversation. If I were sitting with you face to face, I highly doubt.
Wow, imagine she's talking like she should have control about the way they are going to react. You shouldn't react like this. If you were, one of my friends and I was talking to you physically, let's see what you think should be the proper response. Because you're not going to get that from strangers on the internet. Oh, no, you aren't, Katie. You need a professional. You're crying out for help to the wrong people.
That you would interrupt and start talking about your own experience when I'm in the middle of telling you something extremely traumatic that happened to me. I highly doubt you would start talking about your own child and make it about you because you can empathize. And this happens so much with this world. Like,
you're the one on video. The chat, whoever's in the chat talking about relating to your experience, they're not the main focal point of the video. You're the one in front of the fucking lens making a whole commotion about this. Like, what? Getting your knickers in a knot. Just because what? You have no connection to anyone. You can't feel what people have gone through. You don't care about their trauma. Oh, no. It's Katie time. But really, I lost for words as usual.
we as parents start competing in a way with one another that like our experience was worse or we understood it more. And I didn't.
And they said that his blood sugar reading, or was it blood sugar reading or blood pressure, was a 7, the lowest they've ever had in the building. Okay, Mrs. One-Upperer.
I didn't see people relating to me. I saw people talking and not listening.
Every day, even people giving you feedback on Twitter, hits a spot, defensive, blocked. You wouldn't know what people are saying. You only see what you want to see, and you want other people to be as negative as you. They're not talking about me. They're surely not relating to me. They must be talking about themselves. How dare they? In my chat. Jesus. Would it kill you to read it? To actually read it and understand it? No, you go in there with all this fucking hate and prejudgment of what you're about to. It fucking sucks, man. You fucked your mind. Imagine having such a closed mind that you can't even. You're already defenses up. Someone's going to talk to you. You're already expecting a fight. Fuck. You must live your life with clenched. Oh, yeah. Clenched a lot of places, actually. Yeah. Whoa, quick, press.
I saw people commenting to other people and not, it just looked like you guys are having a good old time in there. And it's, I just wanted to come on and tell my story. So anyways, They didn't know why. They didn't know anything. They didn't really understand what was going on. He was really sick for like
the connection between husband and wife. In my opinion, well, fuck, if I was crying on the couch, right, and I was speaking online, well, that wouldn't be happening. And the person that I was my partner, my soul connection to this other person did not pick up on my emotional state, my emotional state. Why does it sound weird? Okay. Didn't come over, rub my shoulders, ask me if I'm okay. Oh, no wonder we're here in this situation. Oh, how sad.
$48. They just were like, he's not improving. He's getting worse. He's getting more reliant. We're having to add more interventions. We're not out of options yet, but we could be getting there. If he doesn't come around in the next like 12 hours, you're not going to bring him home. So that was on the 13th that they told us that.
And see, like the details that she's sharing, she's trying to, like, for shock value to make it so shocking. But what's missing is the lack of feeling, crying, her whole demeanor here. It's just so, disgusting. Okay, I just want to click to the end because I do love it, like, just to see what we end with, and then we will come back in with, because she deletes this. She's like, fuck that. You know, they didn't take my story how I wanted. I want these people to swallow it. You know, I don't want them to spit it back. So she does a take 2, and I got that. And so
they were concerned that he wasn't born with a pituitary gland. And so two in a million on top of all the others. But to this day, the scariest illness that we deal with is adrenal insufficiency. It was like this June.
Toe doesn't care. He turns the fucking TV on. He doesn't care. She's sitting there having the time of her life, not even sad anymore. All these glorious facts that she can talk about. Can
you please turn it down? Why are you gonna?
Yeah, so just before we get into take 2, jumping away on chips, Toad is not experiencing survival day grieving. Maybe he's over it. Maybe he doesn't like it when his wife sits there and exploits their son further. Maybe, he doesn't care, turns the TV on. Fuck. If he really cared, he would go over there, hug her, touch her shoulders, ask if she's okay. Does she need anything? No, nothing. So, yeah. And yes, this is take 2. She deleted that video, wasn't happy with the outcome. And I feel like, okay. And then so started again. And you'll notice why I made her sit through the whole story leading up to the point, It took her 3 hours to put her makeup on. Why? Yes. Take 2. Here we go. This is where I'm just,
Hi guys. I just wanted to jump on here because I was having a rough day and I was like really late to get information and content out for you today. And I was like having a tough time just like putting it all together and keeping my head straight and like feeling I don't even know, like motivated. I was trying to get my makeup done and I was trying to like get everything ready today and it took me like 3 hours just to put my makeup on and I was like, why is it taking me so long just to like do something so basic? Why can't I focus? Why can't I think?
it's the exact same fucking shit she was saying in the first video. It's a fucking script. Why? Why would she, if you're going to do a take two, would you start saying the same story? This is her story. This is the story that she has probably written about. It's a performance for her. It's nothing. It's not going to break her. There's no feelings, no heart. She's got no heart in this. It's all in her head, all part of her way that she uses to manipulate her subs by controlling how they react. Are they all in for the pity party? Do they RSVP? They fucking do.
Why am I so out of it? Why do I feel so foggy? Why do I feel so like down? I was like, okay, is it the government stuff? Like that just doesn't even seem real. Like, why would I be this down over something like that? That doesn't even make sense. Like, yes, it's like what's happening right now is, is hard to fathom, but at the same time, it's like it can't get me this down. Like it's not feasible. So I was like, okay, take the time, the clock just keeps going and going and going. And I'm like, it's like 2 o'clock and I'm still don't have my makeup on. And I've literally been doing my eyebrows or my eyeshadow for 2 hours. And I'm just like trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And I can't process anything and I can't think and can't find anything and I can't focus. And I'm like, why do I? And then I'm like, I'm trying to watch what's happening on the news. And then, I'm obviously tweeting in the middle of all that, trying to like distract myself. And I'm like, is it like, am I not focusing on anything because of everything that's going on in the world? Or is it something else that's going on? And then all of a sudden,
Sorry, I got a comment because sometimes the wind blows and leaves. They come on over here and they get stuck and they make an issue and that. We have been doing so well flying under the radar. Let's keep it that way. We don't want the wind to blow in this direction, but still far out. Wow. Maybe you should have worked. If you were going to repeat the same story, Katie, maybe not rush through it for starters. Also, if this is your take two. This is your second chance to make people believe your story. Why aren't you giving it your all? This is your intro. Or do you intend on making a third take?
I get this message in my inbox and it's from this person that I've known for a very long time. And it was a message that had come on her like memories from 8 years ago. And it was like about my son. And it was about the day that he almost.
Sorry, but in her first video, she said, from my friend. In this one, I got a message from a person that I used to know. Well, yeah, bye. You don't know what friends are. Quite understandable, Katie, quite understandable.
Passed. And she's like, this was in my memories today. And it was a prayer for my child because he was like not doing well and we didn't know why. And I was like, this is why I can't do anything today. Like about my son. And it was about the day that he almost passed. And She's like, this was in my memories today. And it was a prayer for my child because he was like not doing well and we didn't know why. And I was like, memories today. And it was a prayer for my child because he was like not doing well and we didn't know why. And I was like, this is why I can't do anything today. Like, this is.
Holy shit. She smiled. That was a grin. That was so, wow, freaky in slow mo. So, wow. Why am I got no words. I got no words on this one. Gosh, how are you guys? Yes, it's sick. Oh, you're saying, are you replying to someone that said it was sick? Hope so. Why would you smile when you are remembering that your friend messaged you to let you know that, remember, this is the day? And she smiled with glee. Oh, I can tell my channel all about this. It's going to be fantastic. I wonder if she waited for Toad to go to bed. You reckon? How, like, it didn't look like it was right after. She was too happy at the end of the first take. This looks like she might have had a little bit more, just a little topper-upper. Let's go in with a good second take, but yeah, no.
This is why I can't focus. This is why I'm so out of it. It's like your body knows, but you're like, you don't connect the dots. I wouldn't have even like paid attention until she sent me that.
That doesn't make sense. So your body knows, but you don't connect the dots, and then you wouldn't have connected the dots if your friend didn't let you know. Wow. What?
And I was like, this is 8 years ago, the worst day of my life. No wonder today is literally feels like I can't put one foot in front of the other. And some years it's been weird because it's like I go into this fog this time every year that this happens, and it's like.
Do you talk to your son every year, though, Katie? I want to know, because obviously he would know. He'd be able to pick up on your energy, your deep darkness, while you're going through this on this day. It's also his day, isn't it? The day where he nearly lost his life. Do you talk to him about it? Do you talk to him about processing his emotions? You haven't processed your emotions. You're still living 8 years ago. You're still living there in that concrete room with all those 47 monitors, with all those people. You're still living there as the mother of a medically fragile child who's almost losing his life. Yeah. That's right. You referred to your friend like not as a person in the first one. You referred to her as, oh, what was it? Oh, I've thrown myself again. It probably wasn't important. So we're just going to press play.
I don't really realize I'm going through it until like it's pointed out to me, or I look at the calendar, or like really.
I just got to say, I rarely look at the calendar. Like, I know what day it is. I mean, I'm pretty in tune with my emotions. I'm pretty able to, I know I've got insight. Maybe I've got self-awareness. Yeah, I haven't looked at a calendar all year. It's crazy, isn't it? You know, after 30 plus years of living in this world, my body's kind of gone, hey, this is how time works. You don't really always need a visual. It could just be me.
Think about what day it was when it happened. And then all of those emotions are like flooding back to me of being at the hospital and feeling helpless and not knowing what was going to happen and not knowing what was wrong. And
why didn't you do this video the next day? If you were so fucked up, why did you even get out of bed? Why did you even bother putting makeup on? Why bother making this video? Why is it so important to share this? Yes, you want someone to listen to you, Katie, but what I'm gathering is you just have not had any professional help in dealing with this. You're still carrying around so much. And basically it's killing you, Katie. It's stunting you. It's stopping you from living with your son who is living. Your son has grown. And in 8 years, well, he's almost 9, he's developed and he's surviving and he's thriving. And you're in a room rehashing over the most traumatic days and how still going over stuff about him and his medical issues, everything. Instead of getting off your fucking internet, going outside, going downstairs and spending time with the child.
and then like looking at my kid now and being like, oh my God, he's here, he's alive, everything's cool, like he made it, you know. But it doesn't make those like, I don't know. It doesn't make it any easier when those memories come back. So I don't know if you've gone through anything like that in your life, but I just wanted to share that that's.
And if you have, don't post it in the comments. Don't talk about it. I wonder what, they're probably not even, she probably doesn't have the chat open. Or can you close the chat? Or you just close it so you don't look at it? Oh, gosh. I hope Sue came back for take 2. I think she did.
That's what I was going through today. And I thought it would get easier every year. I honestly did. But
it gets easier because you're able to deal with it and process it. If you don't do anything, if you just stunt yourself, you say, nah, I'm not going to go get therapy. I'm not going to try and get through this and live a healthier life and be there for my son because I'm mentally healthy. No, you're choosing to stay in this dark depression, drinking every night. Katie, you're like destroying yourself, rehashing it over and over. Of course, it's getting harder. You're probably becoming weaker, unable to carry. The load is getting bigger. You are screaming at your subs, people to listen to you, to care for you, strangers. You eagerly need someone in your life to care for you. A psychologist will. They care about you. You probably get more care in therapy than you've probably had in your whole life. Someone whose attention is fully on you and all they want is for you to get better. Why wouldn't you go and do that for yourself? Huh? Because you enjoy it? I don't understand though. Well, I say because you enjoy it just because, well, you don't have that one person in your life that cares enough to get you help. I could have lived on in my little hole of depression forever. It's beautiful, isn't it? Living in oblivion. It's fucking beautiful, Katie. Nothing is wrong. Everything's fucking fine and dandy every single day because you deny yourself reality because the reality is too fucked up. You're not strong enough to handle it. You haven't dealt with your shit. You haven't learnt coping mechanisms. And then you're a mother to a child. Fuck, his mentality around you, it's sad. No wonder Toe just turned the volume up. No wonder he was having a good old munch. He decided to eat chips, no, not going to eat just anything. Let's make the loudest fucking noise. Why not? He's heard it all before on this carousel from hell. And it really increases its speed. Nausea.
It doesn't really seem to. For some reason, this year hit me harder than most. And I came downstairs and I told my son Happy Survival Day, because that's what we call it. It's like his second birthday.
Okay, like I'm shocked. I want to listen to that in slow motion, but I don't want to annoy you guys. Can I? Well, okay, we'll listen to it in fast and then I'm going to go back. So timestamps are great.
And I came downstairs and I told my son Happy Survival Day. That's what we call it.
What is happy about it? Again, you don't, words carry emotion with them. Like, just, you don't connect words to the emotion, even if it is the word of the emotion. Like, fuck. Why bring your son every year? Happy Survival Day. Do you have a party? I don't know, but fuck. This video, you're not very happy. How are you celebrating? You've also said, fuck, there's videos out there, Katie, where you have fucking said he has ruined Mother's Day for you. What kind of mother says that? You ruined Mother's Day for you. You've ruined your life for you. You are a burden on you, on the fucking family. You are your son's biggest fucking disability. I keep saying that. I don't know what to say anymore. You're a fucking bitch. You're so fucking selfish. I knew that this was going to hit me hard, but this fucking moon, I tell you, this moon, emotions are running high. Katie, I know this video's in the past. I came downstairs and I said, Happy Survival Day. What did he say? What does he say back to you? Thanks, Mum, for reminding me. 8 years, every year. Is it every year? So it's 9 years this year. 9 years that kid has been reminded that he is medically fragile.
It's like his second birthday.
Oh my fucking God! What? It's like his second birthday? I get it, the whole reborn stuff, but what? That is crazy. Maybe I'm a little higher than usual. Am I a bit, what? Blowing my mind, but did I expect it all the time?
Unhappy Survival Day. That's what we call it. It's like his second birthday. Because he was born and then he almost passed and now he's survived. But that's what's weighing on my heart. And I think what's been weighing on me for the last few days has just been this lack of motivation.
Also, I saw someone in the chat earlier say, like, remind everyone that this is during the time the whole Tati Westbrook stuff was going on. So it's like January 12 this year. So she's not dealing with the emotional buildup of all that, the stress. And that's probably why she spoke about this, because I don't remember January 12, 2020. I really don't think she did this. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Oh, is your name? Yeah, Melly. Or my vision's a bit blurry. Sorry if I get your name wrong. So she calls this Survival Day. They celebrate it, but someone else had to tell her that today was Survival. Yes. Right. Good pick up there. The snail is proud of you. The snail inside of me. Well, not physically, but that's my soul. That's my soul and like soul spirit. No, spirit animal. Oh, TikTok brain is wearing down. I guarantee he absolutely has no idea what the fuck she's. I hope so. I really hope that he doesn't, and that it's just a story. But their house is thin fucking walls and open space. He's gonna hear everything. He probably has the best ears in that house. Oh my gosh. Alberta and Stella say, I thought my egg donor was an effing nightmare. KJ is just an evil. Oh no. Can you imagine? Thank God she didn't donate her eggs. Well, they probably wouldn't be healthy from what I've been reading. Even alcoholic sperm does so much damage, especially if they have a male. I need to get onto all this, but who knew that all this stuff was going to go on? Well, who knew I was going to have such a shit week? Oh, thank you, Psychedelic Yoda. Is it because I've got your name right all the time now? And, oh, hang on. I know I've been here. Is this the same? Hang on. I feel like I'm having deja vu. What's going on? Because I did scroll up to the top. Am I on the bottom? Oh, my gosh. Deja vu, and it's with you. Psychedelic Yoda says, Bill, the first video, this is from 2020. First impeachment trial was on there. Is it from 2020? Should we go back and have a look? Should we make sure? Let's reassure ourselves. Oh, hang on. Oh, reassure ourselves. Now I'm talking for everyone. When she stops, without a crystal ball, victim's voice. Oh, I've got to say, like, your name as WVV. When she stops raking in the money, maybe her family will finally force mental help. I don't think so. No way they don't know what's going on here. Yeah, well, I don't think they just watch, and they watch blindly. And there also might be parents that deny mental health, deny that depression is a disease, or that kind of stuff, because they are kind of, I'm probably just way out of line here, but they could just be blind parents, like not so connected to their kids and not really watch everything that goes on. But Toad is not going to do anything because he's like an addict as well. I mean, he shares a similar mind, ruined by alcohol. Yeah, as the money comes in. Okay. Should we take a break? Let's take a break, and then should we watch the rest? Should we take a break? I need a drink, and then I can think.
Motivation, this lack of wanting to get up, this lack of wanting to do anything. It all comes back to that. And it's amazing how it can stick with you and stay on you and be with you. It's honestly amazing that you can like go through something like that. And
what about your son? Like, he should be an inspiration to you. You should be sitting there going, my son survived this. And look at him now. They said that he would have delays, but he's caught up. All this stuff, like, you could sit there and talk about all the stuff that your son has like achieved and how inspirational he is to you. Instead, you're sitting there going, it's amazing how it just stays with you. Fucking amazing, isn't it? When you don't get therapy, that's depression, basically, what you were describing. No motivation, no wanting to do anything. Katie, it's like, it's so annoying. I can't imagine not having self-awareness. I keep saying this because it's really fucking, it hurts my head just trying to imagine how you got to this age. Not that age matters, but it does in your case. It fucking matters in your case. Because you're 43, whatever, around that, and you got no self-awareness. You don't know what you're doing to others. You don't know that the shit that you put out is going to come back to you. You live your whole life in a negative, fucked up mind. You're choosing not to go and get help because you don't think you have a problem. But then you're yelling at strangers on the internet for not listening to you talk about your fucking problems. And then you don't have the self-awareness to see the connection there. Huh? And I don't think you love yourself enough or care. Yeah, just care, basically. I don't think you care about you enough to want to change. I think you enjoy where you are and what's happening. Also, you're surrounded by enablers, and I'm not talking about chat. I'm talking about your husband. I'm talking about every man that encounters you, basically. I don't know, you pussy whip them. Just saying. No one has authority around you. You're steering the boat. But it's not even turned on and shit. You're still locked up at the wharf. But you're sailing along, wind in the hair, having a great old time. Because you don't know. You can't turn around and you can't see the fucking facts. That's what I'm trying to say. Can't believe you spent 2 hours on your eyebrows and 3 hours on the makeup look. I know it's not real, but I'm taking in what you're delivering me. Would I swallow it? No. Oh, no. Gosh, I didn't even bring the spoon up. I didn't even allow swallowing to be an action around you. That's weird, isn't it? I know.
it's amazing that you can go through something like that and like have no memory of it. And then like you're back there like it was just yesterday.
So she's never listened to music. Like, for me, music is a time machine. Music and emotion, really, connection. That's what I always say, like, when people pass away, like death, it's not an ending, in my opinion. It's a transition. And our hearts, our memories, that's their anchor to this world. And maybe because I'm a loner and stuff and whatever, but yeah, I feel my family around me and stuff. She's never gonna ever. Now I got to get back to her because I was staring over into the abyss in my house, and then I'm gonna come back to this, and I'm like, oh shit, what advice can I really give you that I haven't given you before? Why can't she listen to people, what we're trying to say? I don't know. Like, can YouTube even, like, YouTube? I know, we have a little relationship, you and I, but you still haven't given me my complimentary badge. I put that in the feedback, waiting for word. Oh my gosh, guys, I have, just side street on the feedback situation because I have been becoming obsessed with people that give you the choice to give them feedback, and then also the amount of room that they give you on the box, because some people limit it to certain characters, and that shits me because when you're halfway through, when you're feeling it, you're really into what you're writing, and then boom, no more characters. What? No, doesn't work. And then I was filling out one the other day, even credited them. I think they had unlimited characters. And I just said, look, I just need to keep talking to see how much I can fit in this box. And I could have gone on, but even me, yes, I ran out of stuff to say. And so happy at that. But then, yes, I went to this comedy gig, this opening of the new comedy club. And God, it went really bad. Well, it was probably a good night, but it was a new place for me and claustrophobia and all this. So I was just hanging out with the door chick at the front. And what's my point? Oh, shit, forgotten it because I'm back there. Fuck. What was my point? Where was I going? What was the point of my story? And so hanging out with the door chick, and then she goes, and I was giving her suggestions that could make it better because I was not liking it. What if there's someone else like me? They would be happy. And then she said, there's a suggestion box. Oh, and it was one of those little wells, like, often they paint them white and say, like, put your letters in there for Santa. When you go and sit on Santa's lap and he's got real shiny boots. Why is his boots always shiny? Yeah. Okay. So feedback boxes. Anyone else obsessed out there? And do you even bother? I never bothered before, but now they ask it. And at the end of every StreamYard live thing, they go, any suggestions? I'm always like, thanks for asking. Full on. And they have a character limit. So keep it short and sweet. I like their style. Yeah, some people aren't open to what would they even read what I wrote. By the end of what I wrote, I didn't even know what I'd written. And I even had to say, I don't know what I've written. Hopefully it's good. Pressing, okay, maybe I should just press play now. That seems to be what came out of my mouth. And that might be, that's my ghost family saying bitch. That's all they want. Oh, bitch and Bill, same thing. No, it's not. Okay, play.
It is amazing what the body remembers that the heart wants to forget. It was so weird. Like all day, I was just like laying there and I was like, I don't want to move. I was like upstairs and I was like laying on the bed and I was like, I don't want to work. Then I went.
But like any mother would maybe go, I'm going to go hug my child at survival day. Like that's the first thing. Thank God he's alive. Like it's all about her. What's going on? Well, it's her. Should we skip ahead? What should we do? We aren't watching the same video, but it feels like we are. I can't believe this is take 2. And she's like, and your body remembers. When you're having a real PTSD attack, you can't control what your body is doing and start like her body. There were no like, what is it? Flinches or anything, like no tics, nothing. Only tics about lying and eyes that were cleaning the ceiling, but fuck, nothing. No emotion in her eye. Well, yeah, no emotion in her eyes. No dwelling. Well, she had like watery eyes, but that's her. She has mascara built up in her eyes. She probably has eyelash. Is it mice? No, it's not mice. Imagine eyelash mice. No, is it lice? No, it's not lice. It's something else. It'll come to me. You know, you get it from not like we all know those ads. If you don't clean your mascara off your eyes, you get those little bugs or whatever. That's why she's itchy. She probably just has like, yeah, okay. I don't know what we're going to do. Mites. That's it. I was so close with mice. How close was I? And then my brain was lice. And I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. Mites. Oh, I've never known any. Oh, don't Google it. Don't. If you are listening to me and you're about to press search, don't. No. Fucked up for life. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, sure. Does anyone know anyone who's ever had it? Oh my gosh. Even you can't get eyelash crabs. Is that what they are? No, having some movie, someone gets like, no, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Went and worked out. Then I took a shower. Then I started putting my makeup on. And normally I putz around with my makeup because I read while I'm doing it. But it was just weird. It was like I started doing my makeup at 11 o'clock. I finished.
How do you read when you're doing your makeup? Huh? Like for me, when I do my makeup, seriously, I feel like I'm meditating. It's so tune out the world, my kind of time, my little bubble. People can talk to me, can't hear them. But I think that's a skill I've learned from not liking people as well, just the ability to, can't hear you. I'm probably singing in my head or something. And don't take that personally. Like the general public that haven't encountered, humans, we're not doing the best thing for our race, holding up the flag. Woo, hooray. No. We're monsters in reality. Some of us are awesome. Okay, I got to press play.
Finished putting my makeup on at almost 3. Because I would start and then I would just stop and I just couldn't. It's like, what is taking you so long, Katie? Like, why is it taking you so long just to put your makeup on?
So you had trouble putting your makeup on and, start, stop, 3 hours, but you're able to really relay what you're saying here pretty concisely. I mean, it's only been 7 minutes and I think we've pretty much got the whole story, all the details we needed. Now it's just the elaborating on how long it took on the makeup, the whole build up. I totally wasn't with it. I probably wouldn't have gone and brought up the makeup, maybe something else. Like maybe I was just standing there looking out my window, 2 hours passed. The fact that you were conscious in some way to be able to put makeup on and it turned out, all right. I can't imagine if I checked out when everything was traumatic brain overflowing with emotions and memories and shit that were bad. And my makeup would turn out kind of all right. Straight lines on the eyes and at least you got it on. Whew. I probably wouldn't even have makeup on. No way. I would have cried it off. And we all know how hard it is to, once you've cried, your eyes are so fucking, oh my God. Have I just, maybe my ramblings, I've solved the fucking case here. Her eyes weren't puffy from crying or anything. Even crying afterwards. Her makeup is still on. I'm still able to say she's done a pretty good job because her makeup's still on. Even this is take 2. I don't even think she did touch up. If she would have, maybe a little concealer under the eyes. I don't think so. Well, I feel like a little bit of legally blonde moment just happened there. I did get my roots done last week. That's when you feel the most blondest because you're like, oh, okay. Because, your brain's fucked with chemicals.
This is so dumb. So, yeah.
Sorry, I'm jumping in now. It's just, is this video flipped? Because I don't know if I just if I checked out for a bit there and now I'm back. But is it flipped? Because the hand? Yes. Yes, Mel. No contour, blush, no cut crease, and greasy hair. What in the world could take 3 hours? Right. And the same thing. If it's because it's basically the same makeup every day. This is her basic, she doesn't really. And so once you have it down, it's basically cruise control, right? When you are driving and you go into the same place every fucking time and you're able to check out and then come back at the end and voila, everything worked out. You arrived at your destination. No one got hurt. But the whole time you weren't driving. Hell, you're thinking about last night if you made a mistake. Anyone else? Yeah, me 90% of the time. That's when I'm like, my brain, thank you that you're working. Oh God, what if I confess to? What is happening?
And you just sit there and you're like, how did I survive that? Like, how did I get through that? How did he get through that? How did we get through that? It's amazing. Everything that he's gone through, everything we've gone through, everything that we've been fighting for. Just stop. And I just couldn't. It's like, what is taking you so long, Katie? Like, why is it taking you so long just to put your makeup on? This is so dumb.
I just want to see, like, so she started rubbing with that hand when she was talking about herself. So I don't know, in my head, I'm kind of calling it the hand of question, because when she starts talking about V, that's when she brings up the other hand and really starts the massaging process. It's more, why there? Why there? Well, I don't rub my forehead. I don't have enough room for 4 fingers. I'm sorry, that's bad, but it's kind of the truth. I don't have enough room to drag 4 fingers across my well.
So yeah. And you just sit there.
Oh, okay. Well, corrected. It's 2. It's just 2 fingers. So she's full on doing the rock and roll, the rock and roll machine. And on the side, it kind of looked like something trying to eat an apple that was too big for, like a pug trying to pick up a ball, but they can't because they got the tiniest mouth. Yeah, that's where my brain goes.
There and you're like, how did I? And you just sit there and you're like, how did I survive that? Like, how did I get through that? How did he get through that? How did we get through that? It's amazing. Everything that he's gone through, everything we've gone through, everything that we've been fighting for. I don't know what I need. I just needed to share that with you. I know some people on here will be like, don't care and won't matter to them because it's not tea and it's not interesting. And I was on my other channel.
God, you can't even tell a story like that means something to you without having to worry what other people are going to say. Fuck. And then you got to tell that to the audience. Oh, I bet you guys will do. Like, fuck off with your fucking negative talk about everyone. Focus on you. Well, you can't even speak in first person. I thought there was a chance, but no. Until you start speaking in first person, then there might be a little bit of a chance. But at the moment, this is group therapy and you're the director. And is Amber Portwood in the group? Asking for a friend.
channel, but got kind of derailed. And I was like, I'm just going to go onto the main channel. I'm going to share it there. Sometimes people care about me there. Sometimes they don't. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So this is helping me when I write my little description of what's it about. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. Whoa, don't. I always cut myself off. I've done it. I fucked my own brain. I can't even think now what my point was.
I felt like even finding content today was hard. Like, I was like, I'm just going to go onto the main channel. I'm going to share it there. Sometimes people care about me there. Sometimes they don't.
Well, do your little scale thing. What is it? It's either this or that. It's never both. And I'm the director of everything and I can't control what people think. And it pisses me off because I control everything. Even your own negative thoughts. That's what came to my head. Well, no, just now. That's what they call them in therapy, automatic negative thoughts. Don't let them take over your brain. Spray them away with a little positivity. But yeah, I don't know. You'd get lost on that. What I was going to say is this is on the main channel. So the first video was on Katie Joy Live, and then she's gone, nah, they hate me over here. They know me. Let's go to people that don't really want me to do this, because the main channel had asked her, can you stop bringing all your personal shit and create a new channel and have it over there? But no, she's breaking those rules because she's desperate for anyone to listen, and they have to listen. I don't even know if she monetized. Yeah, she probably did.
I don't know. I felt like even finding content today was hard. Like, I mean, I had what I needed to put out, but it was just like, I felt like
You couldn't even take a day off on survival day. It's basically your son's second birthday. You couldn't even take a day off and focus on yourself because you weren't there mentally. It was so hard to do everything, Katie. And you still put out 3 videos and uploaded that. I know, self-awareness would be a great card to play. I don't think it's part of your fucking pity party pack. Do they have a bonus one? What are the jokers in the pack? Probably pictures of you, right? Oh, we all know that comedy career you wanted to have, stand-up comedy. Is that what you talked about with Deaf Noodles? I think it was, wasn't it? And you say, I wanted to be that. Yeah. That's when he used to fangirl him. Sorry, Katie. Like now, no.
like I was going through the motions. Like it was hard to like even, it's been like that for a week. It's just like every time I try to make a video, I'm finding it hard to laugh. I'm finding it hard to just be silly. And I think there's just this heaviness with what's happening in the world right now. And then there's this like heaviness of every year feeling like this because of what we went through. And it's like compounded. And
you're dealing with a lawsuit with Tati Westbrook. That would probably bring some stress on any person, but no, you're not honest with people about that. No, you can't even be honest in relaying this story. Honest with your emotion, your visuals, what's going on. Nothing. Saw nothing. It was just story time. What was the point of even putting your makeup on, spending 5 hours putting your makeup on, to just sit there and show no expression? You didn't even mess up your makeup. That's how much this day has affected. What, Katie? Why you had to fucking delete your first take? Because you didn't get the full attention that you wanted. Because another mother trumped you. Well, in your eyes. because that's how you saw it and you had to give a lecture. Look, I don't like how this world is, where everyone just piles on and they try and one up each other on who has the sickest kid. But let me tell you all these details about my child and why the nurses had never seen someone this sick in their building. It's great, isn't it, Katie? How you can share and you just want everything to be this, oh, I'm going to use that fucking awful word. This is going to be my narrative and everyone's going to swallow it. But then there's people that actually have a brain that don't, worship you, that don't believe shit that you say. And we're able to see it from a completely different point of view, something that you would never allow your brain to even. Maybe this is why you couldn't be a journalist, because you're never able to see things from two sides. You're just so narrow-minded. Although you weren't narrow-minded when you're looking around everywhere. Jeez. I just can't stop thinking about V. And you probably heard you do take 2 as well. Here we go again. It's so sad. Well, it's sad in the pitiful kind of, like, the sad in the way, like, what did you expect, Katie? What did you expect? That every single person on YouTube will just swallow what you say? And here you are, like, in present day, totally exploiting someone else's traumatic shit that they're going through. That's actually real at this time. And you're just so happy to share all day, all long. That's all, well, tunnel vision on them, hyper fucking focused. I saw you even following Brian Laundrie on Instagram. Oh, hell, you're even following Gabby. Why not? Go through, you spend your nights laying in bed going through their Instagram. It's fucking disgusting. When are you going to learn to shut the fuck up? This is a question that I've been asking you on and on and on and on all the time. Like, even if you don't care for yourself, think about your husband and your son and what you're going to lose by not shutting up. Everything. Sole income.
Lose consciousness and feel helpless and scared. June, the same thing, like, stops breathing at home. We're in the ambulance. We're trying to get him to come back, and it's like, it never gets easier. Now we know what he has and we know how to take care of him, but it never gets easier to see your kid just, like, lose consciousness and feel helpless and scared. Lose consciousness and feel helpless and scared. We know how to take care of him, but it never gets easier to see your kid just, like.
That's weird, isn't it? To see your kid lose helplessness. Is she talking about her or her son? She doesn't know what her son's going through. She couldn't. It's just so weird, the generic words, and the miswording of the way that she's talking.
Lose consciousness and feel helpless and scared. So if you've gone through that, I see you. If you've gone through that, I see you. I feel you. I can't promise you that it'll get, yeah, the flashbacks from the trauma bay are like the hardest.
You are so much like Amber Portwood when you're physically drowning in your own shit and you're giving advice to other people. No one is looking to you for advice in this situation. You can't even deal with other people talking about, like, relating what you went through and talking about it in the chat. You can't. You are such a fucking sorry piece of work. Like, seriously, what went wrong in your life, Katie, for you to just want to dwell on everything that is negative and let it fucking consume you, and then think that you are just knowledgeable enough to be giving out advice to everyone that goes through what you've gone through? You're not the poster child of successful people. Well, in so many ways. Oh, man. I'm just going to skip ahead and then, yeah. Like, oh, I just want to see. Obviously, she's just going to talk the same shit, but does it go anything else?
Maybe he knew. There was a lot of beeping that day. He is really cute. He's way bigger now. You know, the funny thing is about today,
I'm sure he is way bigger now. Wasn't this when he was a baby?
he was so crabby. Maybe he knew. He was so mad. He slept in. We slept in until 7 today. And he got out of bed and he was so angry because he gets up at 6:30. And he was like, I didn't want to sleep in. I didn't want to get up. She center and he saw my son run by and he was like, is that him? And I was like, yeah, that's him. Like, the doctors haven't forgotten him because his blood sugar was the lowest it had ever been in a surviving patient. Like, is that him? And I was like, yeah, that's him. Like, the doctors haven't forgotten him because his blood sugar was the lowest it had ever been in a surviving patient. Like, 7. I guess if a doctor wants to remember your kid for something, right? Like, yeah. And then one of the other intensivists.
Well, she was happy, wasn't she? She was smiling in her eyes. She was happy. Well, just talking about that. It's weird that you would even be talking about that. The things that you talk about when there's no emotional connect, when there's no emotional heaviness, nothing going on with the heart. So all you've got is words. And this is the kind of shit you bring up. Even with the beeping, when she's constantly talking about the beeping, like, yeah, the beeping, like, you know, because I was a NICU baby. I actually yeah, so like I was born like prem, but like 8 weeks, and I was like tiny, and like I had like no one could touch me either, like only with gloves. And yeah, and there's like a case written about me like in medical journals and stuff. Oh, not me, the birth, because my mum had like preeclampsia, and then she ended up like bleeding out, like she lost all I don't know. I just yeah. But yeah, she says like that she the beeps in hospital still like trigger her, but especially like ones in the NICU. And just like the smell and stuff as well. But she doesn't really she only talks about the senses of like the ears and the eyes. It's quite weird. Anyway, I've just gone there. I've just gone and I've just totally blown my own mood. But gosh, yeah, I just want to see what she does at the end, just the final goodbye, what mood she's in. And then I'll bring it back and we can regroup and shovel the shit where it needs to be shoveled. Good cleanup of the barn.
Works at the other hospital that we go to, and so we get to see him when my son is, because they gave him steroids to not have to deal with this. If we could make him healthy, I would like give up the world if it meant that he would be have his health, but that's just not possible. So when people tell me that I need to leave the internet and I have to give up and I have to stop, I just remember that I've been through the hardest day of my life.
Katie, this might not be the right career for you. It brings too much stress to you on top of all the shit you've already got to stress about. That's what people mean when the internet might not be for you, when YouTube might not be for you. Put your fucking like your eggs and whatever you buy in different baskets. You've just set yourself on this YouTube, this is me, because I can make a quick buck talking about the Duggars wearing pants. I can lie and make a video and boom, money. But then if you write stuff, probably, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just want to end this and get to the end. It's too much. Why couldn't you wear a different, well, no, it wouldn't be take 2 if you wore a different top, would it? But really, what went into take 2? I don't know. Maybe no preparation. I feel like I was more sold in the first one, because in the first one, you had me going to unblock you. In the first one, you had me almost reach out and say, oi, if you need someone to talk to, I'll be there for you. Like a fucking anyone would do, watching you have a breakdown that you've got no one to listen to. But then, you know, lucky I kept watching.
I watch my son. I've watched him fight to live, and I'm not going to stop my job because he needs us to work and he needs us to have everything, and he needs to be cared for, and he needs to have services, and that has to get paid for.
How much do you really care, Katie? How much do you really care? Because if you really cared, you would put more into your channel. You would respect your channel enough to not bring your own personal bullshit onto those subscribers. They just want tea. Also, maybe don't hone in and focus on one fucking subject for 4 days now, thinking you're just the king of, well, the king, the queen. Everyone's coming to me for this information. I'm so important. Oh my gosh, I spoke to the parents. I made what they were saying about me. I inserted myself into the situation. Oh, maybe we should go to my Twitter because I spoke about this. I gave the journalistic point of view. I know, you know how you say you're a journalist? Well, I'm not a journalist, but I fucking studied it. So basically, in how you calculate it, I'm more qualified than you, right? I'm just putting 2 to 2 together. I obviously didn't become a journalist because I don't do good with time things like deadlines and pressure. And I'm a snail. Like, fuck, I go at my own pace. There's no way. And yeah, I don't want to write about. Also, they teach you about this is when I was like, I don't want to be a journalist. They teach you how to get information out of people that are grieving, like someone's passed away, and that's when you want to interview them with the hardest fucking questions. Like, fuck off. That's bad. And now that I know that, I kind of like see it. I'm like, leave these people alone. Okay. Why didn't she, she gave us evidence that the cops were there for CPS or whatever, someone calling. Look, they were in my house. Where was that for this? I mean, you'd fucking want receipts for this, wouldn't you? I guess when the FBI are involved, they're your best mates and you're a public figure. Okay, let's get rid of you. I can't look at you anymore. Bring it back to me. Thank God. When you're really glad to see your own face. Oh, it's like when you're lost and you know that you just got to head that way until you see traffic, and it's like finding a river. But yeah, and it's like, I am back in the world. Yeah, I got really lost today. I had like 5 minutes it would take me usually to get home. No, half an hour, because my city can't merge. It's just become a really big problem that they're putting up more signs. And it's like, I don't care that, you don't have to tell me. I'm not someone who is up someone's bum when we're all going at a slow pace. Like, I like to set the pace. And then I like when the person behind me follows suit, like keep the distance and just cruise at one, don't have that one person that wants to go fast and they're up someone's bum and then it's stop, start, stop, start. Like, fuck, you got to play as a teammate if you want to get home. Oh, people shit me. People shit me. Like, I don't have anger at all, really, in my life until I'm on the road. And it seems only in this city as well, because they're just a bunch of idiots. If they don't let you in, because, I want to get there first. Don't you hate those people? And then you rock up at the lights and they're right there. Bitch, you said you wanted to get there first? Oh, now I'm just yelling at myself. Should we take a break? Oh, no, let's just go look at my Twitter. Should we? Oh, is it have I gone on for too long? Let's just see. I mean, gosh. No break today. No break today. We don't have time. It's fucking crucial shit. Oh, my God. Okay, we'll just bring my Twitter up quickly. How do I do that? You click there. Oh, hi, how you going? It's me. It's me, and I'm Bill. Bill, the person that's called Bill. Oh, look at all you people that liked it and stuff. Okay, hold on. I need a drink. I unmuted it too quick. There was probably a gulp in there. Yeah, so I said, without a crystal ball, just wondering from a journalistic point of view, why your story of being swatted has not made it to your local news station. Katie Joy, why do you think that is? Question mark. Doing the little emoji, thinking, leaning, covering my chin thing. You're a public figure. Such a huge event, which of course has brought trauma upon your family. Not newsworthy? Question mark. Or has it? I guess, or has it made it to the news? No, it hasn't. I checked. Katie, you are lacking severely in your own emotional response of having been swatted by a troll because of your own coverage online. This is what you said. Yeah, it hasn't stopped you for 1 second. Nope. And that's why I know you're a lying piece of shit. Boom. And it's true, like, fuck. if it was, I'd be fucking, oh my God, can you imagine? This is when I kind of like was like, should I stop smoking weed? Because I can't imagine if something drastic happened, like someone bombed the city, or, you know, SWAT team rocks up at my house and I need to make crucial decisions. I can't even imagine that. That would fucking terrify me. Right? And yeah. So much so that maybe you would take a day at least off the internet. Anyone agree? Like nothing. And she just continued on with the coverage because that's why it happened. She was covering it, and yeah, fuck. She's so full of fucking lies. She just reminds me a bit, Janelle Eason. I'm sure there's other people out there that are getting those flashbacks. She used to just insert herself into everything, even like 9/11 and stuff. It's crazy. I think that's all I've got there. Hang on. We'll just have a look. I haven't even, oh, yeah, there's my poll. So I did a little poll. Yeah, and then she did that illegal thing with the license, looking up the VIN number and all that and posting it. Even if you've got that information, why post it on Twitter? Aren't you a journalist? Have your notebook. Your notebook doesn't need to go on Twitter. Where, fuck. Yeah, and then so she docks that woman and stuff. And yeah, this is her family vlog. If you guys didn't see it, if you guys don't have Twitter, Trifecta and Fur, which she was originally filling up with all the videos of V, like really, like, and, even added Without a Crystal Ball as the affiliated channel. But yeah, the about section for the, oh, hang on, is it Adventures? Oh, I thought it was just Trifecta and Fur. Adventures of Life with Trifecta and Fur. Okay. Like, I just want to watch 3 dogs. Like, I don't want the it's too much. Okay. We are Trifecta and Fur, a family of 3 with 5 fur babies. Our life is busy, messy, and full of hair. Yeah. It is, isn't it? Join us and watch how we navigate life raising a child living with chronic illness and autism in lots of hair. Our life, oh yeah, this is, I'm Kate plus 8 minus 7. Right? Yeah. I can't even do it without laughing. Our life may not look the same as everyone else, but we have just as much fun. Where's the fun I want to see? I want to see the fucking fun. It just looks like everyone's in their own room, isolating away from each other, and haven't seen any vitamin D in forever. And this is like Katie from 2016. Oh, like, I'm going off by V's age, like 3 or 4. Like, right? Little bit, maybe a midlife crisis happened. One of my friends had a midlife crisis and went from being a DJ, like doof doof, like I can't handle the same song, like doof doof repeating. What is it? Electric dance music? I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. And then he turned into a like full-on goth and was into Manson. This is back when I was into Manson, and I was like, he can't just come over here and pretend he's all like king of Manson. And he even went as hardcore as into having like a satanic wedding. Oh, it's just bull dag. Anyway, because yeah, that's what happens. Oh, and this is like Katie doxing what's her name? Annie. What's her whole name? Not this, Annie. from 10 to Life. So she doxed her in a SL Facebook group. Should I click it? Okay. You've probably already seen it. Oh, that's it. Any of these. But yeah. Okay. Should we get out of here? Yeah, let's get out of here. Someone like cut my internet off. Okay. I'm getting distracted now. Let's go back to where we need to go. Oh, God. Thank God we made it out alive. But yes, best to end it now before I have to sit through 2.5 hours and get some timestamps. But as usual, I do the general timestamps and then, the basics, and then over the next few days I go back and I really timestamp it, like, because I got no description. I've got to sit there and hopefully the video tells us what I was on about. Oh gosh, except the last one, I didn't even have time to timestamp it because I did it on Wednesday night, and then Thursday night, and then I was on stage Friday. And then I got really sick and I hurt my toe. So I got to go and have like a little, they say it's a little surgery. I asked, is it going to hurt? They said yes. And I said, okay, is that, I need more information. I need clarification. How much are we talking? Be honest. A lot. And I was like, oh, okay, but I'll get time off work. So yeah, got to have that on next Tuesday. Fuck. And they said I'll be fine to drive. So yeah, it's on my toe. Like I broke my toe years ago. And then like I broke it before going to the Big Day Out, which was this big festival that used to happen. And used to happen in the summer, like February. And used to like travel like a festival band tour, all the good bands and stuff. It doesn't happen anymore because we're boring. But yeah, I went to that the day after I broke my toe and I just taped it up and I said, it'll be fine. And then I went into a mosh pit and it got so squashed, like it, because I couldn't feel it because it was broken. And so my toe was so squashed that basically the only reason it exists now is because I taped it to the toe next to it and it seems to, grow. When you break a plant and you just help like tie it to the one next to it and they grow together. Yeah. Except it's kind of grown together and I fucked it up again. And yeah, and I was sober when all this was going down, like, because I was out at like a club, this comedy club, everyone was trashed. And I'm like, my toe is pretty much hurting right now. And let me just go to, let me get a drink. I feel like I got the dries, talking way too much. I hope I did make my point tonight. I should do a summary. I should do a summary, shouldn't I? Yeah, no. Too much effort. Let me have a drink first. Oh, hang on, that's the thing. I got no, because normally I have the break. I'm going to have to go and get, well, it's going to be silent for a minute. I am so addicted to this kombucha. It's the best I've ever tried, so much that I ordered a few cartons. No, it's crazy. I need another sip. It's that good. Nancy says, I like your Katie Joy TED Talks. Oh, gosh. Oh, if that's what it is. If that is what's needed. Oh, Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Oh. You know, it's weird though. Like a year ago, I saw one of my favorite bands and I was giving one of my friends, like, he's a drummer, I was giving him shit because I was drinking there. Oh, this is what I do. I'm friends with bands for a reason and I look after their drinks. And I just have a few, you know. And yeah, I was having a few of my mates' drinks. I was like, these are really good. And he's like, that's kombucha. It's not even alcohol. And I was like, oh, and I ran back and I put it like away. I was like, how dare you? How dare you lie to me? And how dare I like it? Like that happens sometimes. Like we'll continue drinking and like back at someone's house and my friend will make me a drink and not even put like vodka in there and just give me like lemonade or something. And I'll just drink it, not even knowing. And I like my friend for making those choices for me. I mean, that's a good choice, right? Fuck. Better than me complaining and being sick. Oh, gosh. Oh, you went to Porch Fest. Porch Fest. Does everyone just sit out on their porch? Is it like that? Do you have to bring your porch with you? Is there a big porch? That would be so cool. Porch. I like it. Porch Fest. Anything can become a festival if you try. I love that porches have finally got their moment. And we're not talking the car. I know it's confusing. But if you want the car, also it could be Ellen's girlfriend. Oh no, wife, Portia. Who's Australian, by the way. Yeah, we'll claim that one. I hate how we claim Mel Gibson. He's not Australian, in my opinion. He's New Zealand, guys. Right? Anyone agree out there? Oh, gosh, because we had what? Oh, no. What was it? Oh, what's going on? Something's happened. Yeah, brain can't thing. Brain's having a meltdown. This is what happens. I'm a bit like TikTok from Return to Oz. He starts unwinding and then he can't talk. And thanks so much to Me More and TK for doing an awesome job. Oh, Angel Cake. Good to see you. Like, this is what I love. Let's put some up on the screen. It's just beautiful, beautiful color. Cacti color, flooding it. Oh, I hate how she says she had COVID. I doubt it. COVID would have seriously harmed her son. There's a different, I mean, there was that really bad flu strain. I remember a few winters ago, so it must have been about 4 winters ago, I got the flu really bad and like I ended up on a ventilator. Like that's how serious shit it was. And yeah. And then so from then on, I always made sure that I got my flu shot and it saved me like from getting it really, really bad like that. And what's the point of my story? There probably was, but who knows? See, when Kate, when she was talking about the only time she brought up emotion and worried for V getting hurt was with the needles and the nurse giving him a needle, checking his blood and stuff. That's a bit, what? Hello? I just feel like, because I feel like when you're in that kind of situation, your brain checks out. So I can understand her mind going and looking at the wall and looking at the lights and focusing on the beeps and stuff. But just what she chooses to tell strangers, what she expects from strangers, also how much she dismisses strangers who are relating to her story that she's telling, and to not even sit there and say, you know what, Sue, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that you went through that. She can't understand what Sue went through. Hell no. I mean, this is like survival day. Happy survival day. I can't even imagine her walking down the stairs and, well, where was he? Were they walking down the stairs together? And she being all trilly. She wouldn't even say Happy Christmas. Jesus died and then came back. Well, I know this is awful to say. That's awful, isn't it? But she can't even celebrate Christmas. Although they did for 3 years. They celebrated Christmas for 3 years from what I'm understanding, and then no more. The kid, he must be so confused. Oh, happy Survivor Day. May the odds be in your favor. No happiness ever about it, though. Happy Survivor Day. Let me be the most depressed person in the room and remind you of how traumatic you passing away made me feel. Because it was all about her. No, that she went through that. She even, on one of her TikTok videos, I'll try and find it. But I'd have to upload it onto Instagram, because whatever I upload, when I upload videos on Twitter, I don't know why this happens to me. Every time my video is pixelated. So that's fucked, especially when you have a video and you want to show people and then it's pixelated. So it's not fun. And yeah, I'll have the video, her TikTok. It was when she had the big boil on her face, but the Band-Aid, she had the Band-Aid on, no makeup, looked awful, whole face swollen. And she's laying in her drinking chair and she's saying, you'll never defeat me because I survived brain surgery with my son, or something like that. Or I watched my son almost die. There's no way you can defeat me. What? That's what she always uses it as something, uses it as a weapon against the world to make everyone else feel bad. Don't attack me. I'm a mother of a medically fragile child. He has autism. Not that I know, because Katie acts a bit, I don't know, on the spectrum a bit as well. I see a lot of words from Sarah G. She says, because Americans, you write it all weird and I got to use my brain when I want to read dates. So the 12th of January, 21, KJ tweeted, you know how selfish do you want to be? It's my channel. I'm telling people about the day my son died. Of course I want them to focus on what I'm saying. Good God, get offline. What? Oh, no, that's what you wrote. Agree. Just no self-awareness. What's the other word for self-awareness? No self-perspective. I can't even understand. Maybe, yeah, because that's why she's so mature. She's never allowed herself to be vulnerable either, although she tries to portray that she's vulnerable and crying, but she's still in control of the situation. Those are controlled tears. No way would she ever let her guard down enough to be fully vulnerable. No way. She can't trust people enough. You know, that building exercise that you do with employ people, the whole you fall back and see if someone catches you. Oh gosh, Katie, the line would be huge to not be your catcher person. I'm so bad at like explaining it, but oops, what was that? Oh, sorry, did I miss that one? Yeah. So I'm just reading. Alberta and Stella says, I never left my son's side when he was in hospital. How KJ leads V so often just to go begging for kudos from yes, like when she came home from the hospital, boom, straight, had to go on live. I got to tell you what I've just gone through, not what my son went through, and just ignore him, even though he needs his mum. I can't imagine not having like being a child and being so unwell, but not having that maternal, like the person that cares about you and will do anything for you. Well, I guess he has Toad, but that is still unpredictable, you know, because he could push it too far and Toad could just snap. It's not like anyone has control in this situation when it comes to their emotions. They can't even understand what they're feeling. They can't even regulate their emotions. I mean, for a while there, Katie was every 3 weeks on clockwork. If someone got a bit of, I don't know, relation there. Also, whenever there was a full moon, she was going cuckoo. Especially a woman and the moon, quite connected. Yeah, that was her name, Susan Elliott. Yeah, lost her daughter. Katie would never understand. And that's why she doesn't understand this whole with Gabby Petito. She doesn't grasp the seriousness why everyone's so invested. All she sees is money and dollars and a lot of new subscribers. If she can spin it the right way, she can keep these. Well, someone pointed out that she's lost a lot of subs on Instagram, like 20,000 or something huge. I think it's because focusing all on this. It's what Katie chooses, not what her subscribers want to watch, not why they subscribe to her. No. And that's a woman that cares so much about her channel for the future of her son. She's so willing to continue, well, not to learn from her past, from Tati, what she went through, can't learn, didn't grow, repeat the same mistakes and see herself in another lawsuit and a few many, and then question why. I can't understand why. Because you lie to yourself every day. The truth is out there, Katie. Yeah, and it doesn't take Einstein to figure it out, you know. But I don't know what happened with you. Kind of missed out on when God was handing out brains. He didn't give you more than one scoop. Actually, he just gave you a dehydrated, pea. Sorry to be so blunt there, but by this stage, 3 years in, same fucking bull dang, round and round we go. If I don't start, I don't know, being fucking honest, we're not going to get anywhere, are we? What do we do? Continue? Continue another day. Oh, no doubt she would film his last day. I have a photo. Did I upload it? See, I was questioning myself whether I was going to show it or not, because there's so many photos out there that she has released of V, and some of them are like, why would you even share that? And there's this picture of him and he's he's sitting, like Toad's holding him and they're on a bed and he's sitting between Toad's legs and he's just had brain surgery and he's got the netting on his head and there's like dried blood and stuff. Yeah, that kind of realness. Katie is taking a photo with the flash and he's got this tiny little tear falling from his eye and his mother is taking a photo. She can't recognize that her child might want to just be held. by his mum. That he could be in a lot of pain. What kind of mother would take a photo of their child after they've just had brain surgery and then think everything's fucking fine? Should I bring it up? Because I still want to respect V so much, like for his right to privacy, which his mother has never given him. But I swore on my channel I would never show his face. But with this, you kind of need to see his eye. So I've done the whole, I'll just show you his eye. But it works, and I think we should. Should we just chuck it in here? You know, people, they'll get to the end and they won't listen anymore. Might be a safe zone. Should I just see first if I have it? Let me have a look. So I like see if it's on my drive. If I was smart enough, was I never smart enough? Oh, yeah, look, oh my God, I'm pretty proud of myself for having prepped from the beginning. And yeah, okay. Oh, but I can't zoom in. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, no, can I? Oh, no, how do I go up? Oh, I can zoom in, but I can't. You might be able to see. I think you can still see. Like I can zoom in, but then I can't go up. Is that even making sense? Now, how do I bring it back? Okay, now I've got it. Hang on, got to use my brain. Okay, can you see it? Oh no, is it dark on my screen? Like when I zoom in, it goes bigger than the screen, but you can see there's a little tear there. You can see he's just had, oh my God, right? He's crying. That's sad. So sad. A mother that's unable to recognize that and would take a photo, not even aware, like just the photo she shares of V, she's just not aware of what she's sharing and how it doesn't make her look good at all. And her lack of caring that all these images still exist out there and that she hasn't even tried to get Google to take him down, which can be done. Nah, he makes her money. And that's fucked up. And that is the ending of this. Where's my emotional intelligence? I don't know. I don't think you're ever going to find it, not even in your heart. What was it? Yeah, it's like, I think even the mechanical heart, you know, the story about the mechanical heart. Like this guy like needed a heart, and then so the scientist made him like a robotic heart. Even that, because it was created by a human. Well, no, because robots don't have feelings. But I feel like a robot would have probably, because maybe programmed feelings better than Katie. Maybe. Wow. Yeah, it's sad. Well, eventually we are going to have to go down that health road. It's hard when you're battling with, do I really need to go there? But I think we need to go there. Especially before, I really hope that her end is with Todd Chrisley. How you going, Todd? Hey. I don't know. You probably don't listen. I know you don't. Why would you? You should, though. House swap with an Australian. Can you imagine? I can see it being probably one of the most watched Chrisley seasons. It would be, what is it? It's not Keeping Up with Chrisley. I always think it is that, but it's not. I feel like I'd be keeping up with you. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to keep up with anyone. I'm a snail. I don't have the regular pace that usual people do. Which is, yeah. That's why I brought a doomsday bag. At least I'll be a little bit prepared. Oh God. Yeah, because I brought my whole family doomsday bags actually for Christmas 2019, but because I'm broke and stuff, I didn't fill it. I just like gave them a list of stuff they need to get. And I filled mine, of course. But yeah, and then Miss Rona hit in 2020 and they were so thankful. I was so thankful for I didn't have to leave the house for a good while. Yeah, different brand of baked beans though. Has he done a new, has Chrisley, has he said something new this week? Well, if he has, we can always, I've got no life and I've got no life at the moment and I like hanging out with you guys. I know what's happened. What has happened? But like I said, yeah, like my gig on Friday, exactly the same. It's just me talking to you guys, but I'm on stage. You guys have made me so fucking comfortable that now I don't even need you. That now I've taken the vibe that you guys give me and just not the vibe. Like, thank you so much though for letting me be me, like my true fucking slow, she'll get there kind of person. Just because I took so long to be able to, get the whole, how does a live stream work? It took me forever, didn't it? I mean, at one point, we were just walking around in circles, chasing our own tails, going, what happened? I thought this was something, but no. Yeah. And look, yeah. So, and then I can't even put a thought together. But I do want to say, you guys, thanks so much for just, letting me be me. Yeah. Because I'm fucking nuts. I'm even without drinking. Not that I was a big drinker, but I'm from Australia and I love a good beer during summer. Because I don't like going to the beach. I should go to the beach though. It's like I'm like got to have these challenges to get me over this new agoraphobia kind of thing that's kind of happened since lockdown. Now I don't want to leave my house, but I have to because I've got a life now. It's weird. I didn't have a life for so long, but now there's a life on the outside of that, on the other side of my door. But I got to deal with people. But I mean, yeah, I'm not dealing with people very well at the moment, but I'm hoping it's the full moon. It's just like comedians, they're not nice. Like if people think, if you have like this great thing, like comedians are nice to people who are battling or no, they're just assholes. They will beat you down to make sure that you don't take their spot. I'm not even competing against anyone else. I'm competing against myself. So to have them having a little competition with me, and I'm like, dude, save your fucking negativity. I don't care. And then because I don't care and I'm not paying attention to anyone, well, I'm not assuming, but I know they're talking about me. And they're saying shit, and that pisses me off. It pisses me off just because have the fucking respect to come and talk to me and tell me why I'm pissing you off. Rather than sit there and create your own little gossip circle and have it expand it into something that I'm not. Because I find that especially when I'm dealing with my anxiety, like especially if I'm going to a new place I've never been before, all my energy is focused on getting me to that place, being grounded. Like when I rock up, I can't talk to anyone. Like I need to ground myself. I need to like understand in my brain where I am. It's just this is like kind of the survival things. Like I need to rest all my alarms, make sure we're good before I can chill. And yeah, and I know that this comes off weird to other people that must look at me. Someone even referenced me on stage the other night about like saying they don't want to end up like Bill, who's in the corner, like Bill, who's in the corner holding onto her handbag, like freaked out or something. And I'm like, fuck. You're putting me in your sets now. That's how much people are like talking about me or whatever. I don't think they're talking about me, but they are. They're just idiots, man. They're just idiots because it drags me down. Because I'm like, why do you have to be a see you next Tuesday? I mean, you don't have to be. You're choosing to have an issue with me that you won't drop. And here I am just going, hey, how you going? Like, good set. And you're like brushing past me. Like, I've just had this issue with this one person. We used to be mates until I started comedy, and now he won't talk to me. And we all know what that means, right? He's like, I must be fucking good. I must have rattled his fucking cage. He must be scared. I know he is. As soon as I find fucking confidence, he won't even matter. That's my thing at the moment. I'm holding myself back because I've got no confidence. I don't know, confidence. I need to not give a fuck. And it's so hard because I care too much. I got to care. I've got to not care because someone said, I just need to continue going to open mics, doing all that, and the rest is noise. And it's so true. Everyone else is just a noise that is going to add to my own shit that I don't need. But because I want to be liked by everyone, I want to be comfortable in my surroundings when I go out. I don't want to have to, like, I had to sit there. It's just weird. Like, I had to sit there by myself and message my two best mates and say, you don't have to worry about replying, all this stress because they have kids. They don't need my shit. I'm like, I'm just going to sit here and message you guys because I got no one to talk to. And I'm like all by myself and I got to look like I'm doing something. So like I just sat there and I messaged them. It was just so weird. Like, also, like, I saw someone that I thought I'd be able to talk to. And and like I went up to talk to them, but they were both in a conversation. Like usually when someone comes up, I would go, oh, just 2 seconds, I'll just finish talking. No, they just continued talking and didn't even look at me or acknowledge me. Oh my God. And I didn't even get it until the next day. I woke up and I was like, oh, that's what happened. So yeah, maybe I should not be so self-aware. Is that self-aware or is that awareness of just assholes? And then I question why I hate people so much, because they are always going to manipulate people that have fucking feelings. That's where Katie had full control of me, like over my feelings. I was invested in the kind of like, I feel sorry for you, you're battling mental illness, like, and she's able to play with that. But I seriously think all her subscribers are exactly like her. They have to be. They have to be like her. I can't make sense of it any other way. They are, the main ones are like that. And then there's people like us that are just follow for curiosity and then put 2 and 2 together and go, this chick ain't normal. Something's off. And then you realize it's the self-awareness and you wonder why. How? I don't know. Like, you'd think even giving birth would give you a little bit of self-awareness. I'm just thinking of big moments in your life that would maybe cause you to wake up a little bit and see yourself and how you're to blame for everything that goes wrong. And you're the Debbie Downer. And that's why you're stuck in the negativity, because that's all you got. That's all you give out. That's all you receive. And then you complain that you receive it. Maybe don't give it out. Yeah. It's really easy once you... Like, why isn't self-awareness a pill now or something? Surely there must be an app, self-awareness, or a group, a therapy class. When my dog passed away, there was a group that I could go to with other people where their dogs passed away. Like, I never knew that shit existed. And I needed that at that time, and for that to exist. So there must be some self-awareness groups. What would they do? Fall backwards and we'll catch you. What's it called? The trust circle? Oh, God. Oh, capitals. And you just said my name. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, play Chrisley. Oh, wait, let's do it tomorrow night because we're 3 hours in. We'll do Chrisley to, what was it, Friday night? Friday Night Lights. Yeah, or Saturday. I lost my voice because of, well, it's hard to do a live and then go and talk live. Although I only talk for 5 minutes, I'm around people that, yeah, I'm around people that breathe and cough on me. And this is my whinging circle now. If only I could just cut off the ends, it'd be bloody perfect. Okay, let's do the little rundown. I'm seeing some green. Okay, so Cacti crew, do you guys agree that we will regroup tomorrow and we'll do some Chris? Yeah, he deserves his own podcast. He doesn't need to be on the end of this crap, you know. Fuck. I think he would probably be a bit insulted if we did go there now. Imagine. It's kind of like when you send out all your invites and then certain people don't reply. So then you can send out the ones that you didn't send out. And then they realize that that's what you did. I've never been married, but I can imagine I'm on that maybe list. So I got no +1. My +1 was always my dog, and that was always an issue. Oh, fuck. This is where we've ended up. Okay, guys, thank you very much to everyone in chat who showed up, and of course to TK and me more. You guys are awesome with your tools. Hold those tools up. Be fucking proud of those tools. Oh, Christine, Greg, thank you very much. Oh, pound, is that pounds? Or what's the other one? I know it's confusing. In spring tea, because they made me do all these stuff with the prices. I know, I went and did it. Still expensive as fuck. But yeah, like with the UK, they're like, do you want to use this sign or the C with the 2 lines through it? So is that one the pound? No, the L, the one that you're using, is the pound. Anyway, thank you so much for your super sticker. Also, just let me know down below so I know. I should Google it, but sometimes when you don't know how to ask Google. Oh, gosh, I can never go to another country. Well, when I go to Bali, I'm a millionaire. I love going to Bali. It's like 3 hours from where I live, and I'm a millionaire over there. Oh, Alberta and Stella, thank you very much. Oh, Canadian dollars. One of my best mates lives in Canada, Northwestern Territory. Yeah, right, where I was going to go. I'm on the snow. Thanks, guys. Oh, thanks to everyone flooding the green in the chat. And as usual, shout out to the Cacti contributors. And if you would like to join the channel, check the links below. Well, scroll to the bottom because that's where it is. And what else? Oh, yeah. So the timestamps, I'll just add the general ones and then I'll come back tomorrow and do some real in-depth ones so we actually know what's going on. Although I'm not sure. Oh, you hate snow? Why? What? Do you love summer? Do you love summer? I find that if you reply that you like summer, Alberta and Stella, that's what I find fascinating. It gets so hot here in Australia that someone who only comes out of their house at night, me, who might be a vampire. Vampires don't like humans, do they? Oh, no, they do. That's their feeding source. No, mine's not my feeding source. Oh, is it? It depends what we're talking about. Pick your own adventure. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care, and I'll catch you on the Chrisley side of things, okay? See you guys.